The era of commodity-based economies is drawing to a close. Consequently, petrostates are beginning to diversify their economies and to increase the share of non-oil sector in their GDP. This process coincides with a rising global population and an inevitable growth of consumption, which subsequently requires large-scale increase of manufacturing capacities. Russia is systematically and actively moving in this direction, evidenced by its adoption of governmental programs to promote the transformation of its economic model. There are several good reasons why this move to fundamental modernization will be successfully implemented. First and foremost, Russia's vast natural resources. It offers inexpensive and available land for industrial and agricultural use, the low costs of utilities, electricity and natural gas, as well as huge resources of clean water and raw materials. Secondly, the availability of skilled and at the same time inexpensive labor force. Currently, salaries in Russia are even below those in China or other low-wage countries. Third factor is the country's favorable geostrategic location, which makes Russia a bridge between Asia and Europe, connecting the rapidly developing economies of China, India and of other Central Asian countries with Western Europe. But why, despite such favorable conditions, we still don't see any visible results of the government programs? Why there is no substantial rise in manufacturing facilities? We think we know the answer. It is a lack of a suitable infrastructure and organization of particular production startup procedures. It is not a secret that the construction of any industrial facility is vastly different from the usual process of doing business and requires from entrepreneurs absolutely different and distinct skills. This poses serious challenges at various stages of design and construction, which may slow down the process of establishing and manufacturing as a whole. In many cases, it can become a serious obstacle, a so-called Chinese wall on the way to success. But there are effective and proven solutions, and we know how to put them into practice. Dega Group. A new approach to industrial development. The Swiss-based Dega Group is developing, constructing and managing several industrial parks across Russia. Our model ensures you reap the greatest benefit of manufacturing in Russia, all while operating within a compliant and secure legal framework. We enable our clients to initiate Russia manufacturing and distribution operations quickly and securely. At the same time, we are minimizing risks and costly first-time mistakes and offer a fully integrated service package. Our development concept is distinguished by its holistic approach, which comprises a decentralized on-site utility network which is providing for reliable and sustainable supply of power, heat, water and discharge of effluent. Furthermore, a reliable technical and legal due diligence, support in obtaining tax exemptions and state subsidies, compliance with the sanitary regulations, availability of qualified human resources, as well as favorable location for logistics. Secondly, we're offering smart financing solutions to keep our clients' equity involvement as low as possible. Clients normally prefer to invest their money in equipment and operational development than in dead capital-like buildings. Therefore, we introduce our Allegra program, which provides clients with both standardized, ready-to-use buildings as well as customized built-to-suit construction. Embedded in a smart rent-to-own solution, they become property of the client within 3 to 6 years, diminishing at the same time development risks as well as the financial exposure. Finally, as the third constituent, we're dedicated to providing shared services to our clients, typically only afforded to large companies. Dega's strategy helps to reduce and control indirect costs, both overhead and administrative, by leveraging economies of scale. The division of labor allows you to concentrate on your core business and build production teams that focus on the Russian manufacturing operations productivity, rather than being distracted by local production support service. This approach is universal and is exercised in all industrial parks under the brand Dega. Currently, Dega Group is creating the world's first chain of industrial parks on a franchise basis. To date, the company's portfolio already includes parks in Noginsk, Ulyanovsk, Tula, Tambov and Yekaterinburg. Depending on the region's particularities, each park has its own branch focus. Industrial parks, chemical and pharmaceutical parks, light industrial parks, retail, logistics and agro parks. Strategy of this kind enables Dega Group to meet the demands of its customer, taking advantages of the region's particular strength. A further key factor is Dega's ability to provide for project financing, which in most cases substantially supports the decision-making process to establishing a manufacturing in Russia. Relying on its large pool of clients, Dega is able to fall back on different financing resources like Russian and international funds, crowd investing, export financing, as well as government grants and funding aids. In the near future, Dega is planning to set up industrial parks in all major industrial hubs across Russia. We welcome landlords interested to develop industrial parks under the Dega brand. Join us!